Okay, so you're welcome to our class on online course creation made easy. And I'm so excited that you decided to join me in this very private class. I'm so happy that we're going to be sharing heart to heart, and we're going to be talking about, the improvements to take, to not just creating the online course, but actually selling the online course within 14 days. I was going to say 7 days. Actually, you can get it sold within 7 days, but it's always better to under promise and then over deliver. That's always a very good thing in life. You tell people that, look, just like a fashion designer, you don't want to become an Amaka. And that name Amaka has become negative. People are saying, don't become an Amaka that disappoints, But the reason why Amaka disappoints is because Amaka is overwhelmed and doesn't know how to say no. So the more she keeps on collecting the clothes, the more she'll be giving the person short time. And then before you know it, disappointment will surely come. So it's good to always under promise and then over deliver. So I said 14 days. Now, some people will say 30 days. Some people will even say 45 days, which is like 6 weeks, But it's always good to just look at, okay, what's the middle ground? It's possible to do this. Now, I'm very sure you know me. My name is Henrietta Aguola, and I'll just say I'm a tech entrepreneur. I have evolved into so many things, And the reason why I always like to give this, welcome on board. Love to see your video. Yes. The reason why, I always like to tell people that we can become so much more, We don't have to be stuck with just one thing or two things or three things for life. We can learn 280 things. We can even learn. Welcome, Oluwatoyin. Welcome on board. You can become 500 things, It's possible that we can become so many more things, So I tell people I'm a tech entrepreneur, and I have interest in so many things. I have interest in fashion, I have interest in tech, I have interest in marketing, I have interest in digital, anything that has to do with, expressing your desire to be more profitable in your business, okay? So I studied psychology for my first degree, but I only use it in my business every day. I'm not a conventional psychologist. Sorry about that. But I just love to just share with people and get to understand what actually drives people in business, what makes them tick, what even gives them that edge when it comes to business. So that's why I'll say I'm an industrial psychologist at heart. Okay, great. So let's get into action. What are we talking about today? We're talking about online course creation made easy, because we want to talk about the structures that lie between your start and your finish. And we're trying to see how we can actually get on the work. Now, what I always tell people that, look, progress over perfection. Progress over perfection. Don't get into the rut of trying to make it all perfect. Because if you try to do that, you will find that you will never get your business off the ground. You will never get your ideas off the ground. You better just begin to move and take those steps than for you to say, look, it's got to be all perfect, it's got to be all dowdy. Look, the truth of the matter is that you only need to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the person you're about to teach. You don't have to know it all. You don't have to know it all. I tell people you don't have to know it all. Just be 2, 3 steps above. That's all. That's what the person needs. In fact, it's better. Because if you're like 20 miles ahead of the person, you would have forgotten what it feels like to be in that person's shoes. Do you get my point? You would have totally forgotten. And then you'd not be speaking with highfalutin language, and the person is wondering, are you trying to teach me from a perspective of an expert or what? So if you've just left that zone, it's easy to remember their pain points. You get what I'm trying to say? And then be able to relate to them and be able to teach them at that pace and quickly achieve those results. That's the main point I'm trying to drive home here. All right. A lot of us have the melancholic personality. I said I studied psychology, right? So you have the melancholic perfection, that perfectionist nature. Oh my gosh, it must be perfect. It must be. Before I launch out, hey, they must know. Oh, I can see you raising your hand.
That's me.
They must know that, man. Before I bring it out, it must be good. It must be perfect. Look, we'll sit down there and you will get things done. All right. So I guess we've gotten that way. So since we have decided to just move over what being perfect, I guess we're on the same page. Okay, so now what's the very first step? I'm going to talk about maybe 5 or 6 steps to actually creating and launching our online courses, okay? So the very first step is that you need to identify your unique and profitable gifts. Now, I had to put the word profitable inside because all of us, we have many gifts. Plenty. I just told you that I'm like about 500 things at once. I'm telling you, everybody have gifts, have different talents that God has gifted us with, resident inside of us. But there's that one, at least 1, 2, or 3 that will make business sense. Because when we're talking about creating an online course, I know that you guys are already in business, you get? So, and because you're in business, you want to create a digital product as not just as a hobby, but as a business itself. We want to see it as a business. We don't want to see it as a hobby. We want to be a business. So when we have that perception that, look, it has to be a business, it has to make money, then we'll sit up. We'll not just say, I'm just trying to, it will not become a nice to have. It will not become, this has to make money, or else we kill it and we throw it away. All right? So I think that one is very important. So while you're thinking about that gift, the first thing is that you need to brain dump all the gifts you have, all the talents you have. Now, you may have one that you're already operating in. I know it to me, you are the bomb when it comes to the fashion training business. You understand what I'm trying to say? Tony, what do you do? What do you do well? Maybe just let's have that little interaction. What do you do well? What do you do for business? Let me hear you. Can you hear me, Tony?
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you there.
Okay. I'm a therapist.
You're a therapist.
And I'm also into fashion.
Oh, wow. We've got my fashion babes here. Woo! All right. So you're a therapist and you're also into fashion. All right. So what do you want to create your online course about? If I were to ask you, what were you thinking of creating your online course around?
Online course for, okay. I've not thought, anyway, I've thought about probably going into training, fashion training newbies, like people like me, newbie like me, starting from little things.
Yeah, like I said, you don't have to be so far away from the person you're training. You just need to be 2, 3, or 4 steps ahead and you're good. All right, so I guess we all are like-minded here. That's good. Let's move on then. So first thing is that identify your profitable gift. But how do you go about identifying it, right? You need to say, you may be operating in something right now, but it may not be your profitable gift. Because passion does not pay the bills. Sweethearts, passion does not pay the bills. Let that sink. You can write it down. Passion does not pay the bills. It is what? Your profitable gifts that pays the bills. Okay. So with that said, now brain dump all the ideas. It could be baking, it could be buying and selling, it could be making of hair, it could be fashion design, it could be anything. Brain dump everything, write them down. Don't even bother thinking too much. Just write everything down. Everything. And don't think about just the few things you're operating in right now. Think about your childhood. Think about the things that you have been doing before now, or the things you accidentally came across. Write them all down. Then when you have written all of those down, we're going to do what we call a 2-step gift assessment. A 2-step gift assessment. So I wanted this to be a discussion, so I didn't want to prepare slides. I have slides actually, but I wanted to make it a face-to-face, heart-to-heart discussion. I think that's more important than just creating slides and showing slides, okay? So when it comes to that 2-step gift assessment, what I would do is maybe to both of you that are here and to any other person that joins us, I'm going to send you probably a screenshot of what I'm talking about, okay? So, but what it does entails is that you would have a table, or maybe you draw out a table, all right? And then have like 5 or 6 columns, okay? Like 5 or 6 columns. You know that row is like this, while column is like this, okay? So you have, at one side, I want you to put gifts, okay? Gift. Then on you now put, after gift, you will put passion, you will put skills, you will put resources, and then you put bankable. So, did you get that? First column on the top part, you put gift. So as I'm talking now, I'll be writing it. You make that table. The first part, you put gift. All right. The second part, you put passion or skills. Anyway, there are 4 different items. I think I said passion first. Then the second one, you put skills. The third one, you will put resources. And then the fourth one, you put bankable. Okay, now you have as many gifts as you want that you have. If you have 10, you have 5, you have 3, just write them out under the gift segment. So gift 1, gift 2, gift 3, gift 4 to whatever number. Then you now begin to score each one under passion between 1 and 5. All right, between 1 and 5. You now score it. Do you have the passion for it? Is it something that they can wake you up and you're happy about and you're ginger to always teach? Do you understand? Then under skills, you also score it 1 to 5. Under resources, score it 1 to 5. Under bankable, score it 1 to 5.